Welcome dear friend in Study Buddy channel. Myself Professor K.S. Banker, and today we will discuss about the lecture number 3, manufacturing technology, and the topic is casting terminology. So casting terminology is very much important for the casting subject. Okay, so today we will discuss about this casting terminology. So casting is what? Casting is a process in which product is prepared by powering molten metal in the mold and wait for the solidifications. And after solidification, whatever the solidified product we have withdrawn it, that is a casting. Now, first term of casting is flask. So flask is a container which is open from top and bottom side. So see in this figure, suppose this is one container which is open from top and bottom side. So this box is nothing but a flask. So flask is a container which is open from both the side. Here it is open from top side and bottom side also. So you can just say this is a flask. Now cup. Suppose in mold assembly, upper part is called flask. So upper flask is called cup. In the mold assembly, the upper flask is called cup. So see in this figure. So suppose this is your mold assembly. So in this mold assembly, this is the upper part of flask, means upper flask. So this is called cup. Suppose this is the 3 flask mold. So in this 3 flask, upper part is called cup. This one. Third one is chick. So in mold assembly, middle flask is called chick. So see in this figure, in mold assembly, the middle flask, this one, is called chick. In very large product, 3 flasks are used, and a small product 2 flasks, generally 2 flasks are used. So whatever suppose 3 flasks are used, so at that time the middle one is known as chick and drag. So in mold assembly, lower flask is called drag. So see in this figure, the lower flask, this one, this is lower flask, this is also lower flask. So lower flask is known as drag. Next is pattern. So pattern is what? Pattern is the replica of final product with some modification. So if your product is there, and in that product, if you add certain some values, some dimension, suppose see this is your product, and if you make this pattern with the extra dimensions, so here we have added this dimension into the pattern, so we have just modified your pattern. So this modification, okay, we have just added some dimension into the final product pattern. Okay, so that modifications, the pattern with some modification is known as your pattern. Okay, so pattern is the exact replica but some addition of the dimensions, that is addition of the dimension is known as modifications. Okay, and this particular wooden part is known as pattern. So pattern will use to make your product, but pattern is always larger than your final product because of some allowances we have add in the pattern. So see in this figure, this is your pattern, this is final product, this is pattern, this is final product, this is pattern, this is final product. Here pattern and final product, pattern and final product, this is pattern, and this is your final product are there. So it is resemble as the final product. Only the, sorry, only see, this is the pattern and this is the final product. So both are resemble same, only this change in the dimension. Next one is core. So it is made up from sand and place in the mold to create hole in the final product. So core is used if you want to create hole in your final product. At that time you want to place a core at the desired locations. So that is your core. See in this figure, just a minute. Yes, in this figure, see, this is your core, this one, this is your core. So if you want a hole or cavity or in this product, then place this core. So if you place this core, then your molten metal will not enter into this particular part. And then after solidification, if you remove this core by some shaking movement or just vibrating it, okay, or any other means, you just remove this sand, then at that place you will make a hole. Okay, now next one is chalk. So chalk is the smallest cross sectional area in gating system. Okay, so suppose your gating system is there. So in that gating system, chalk is the smallest area through which your molten metal can be separated from the impurity. So impurity will settle down in the chalk and then pure metal will enter into your cavity. Then sprue. So it is a vertical channel through which molten metal can transfer from powering basin to runner. So see in this figure, sprue is what? This is sprue. So sprue is the vertical channel through which your molten metal can transfer from powering basin here, powering basin in which you can just power the molten metal. So that molten metal transferred from powering basin to the runner. Okay, so sprue is the vertical channel through which molten metal can transfer from powering basin to runner. Next one is runner. It is a horizontal channel through which molten metal can transfer from sprue to gate. It is a horizontal channel. So see here, this is runner, this one. Okay, so runner is a horizontal channel through which molten metal can transfer from sprue and enter into gate. So this is sprue, this is sprue. So molten metal transfer from sprue and then enter into gate or cavity. Clear? Now next casting term is gate. It is a small cross-sectional area at the entrance of mold cavity through which molten metal can enter into the mold cavity. So it is a small passage or small space through which your molten metal can enter into the cavity. So see, this small particular portion or region is called gate, through which your molten metal can enter into this cavity. So gate is a cross-sectional area through which your molten metal will enter into your cavity. This is gate, not this one, this one. Okay, now next one is riser. So it is a vertical channel through which the molten metal can transfer from the mold cavity to the surface of the mold. Okay, so see in this figure, what is riser? Riser, this is one is riser, open riser. So in which molten metal comes from cavity. From here molten metal will come and it will reach to the surface of the mold. So in this portion, the molten metal can be accumulated. So it is also called the reservoir. So once and the top box, once you see this molten metal over here, then you just stop powering from heat, stop powering the molten metal over here. Okay, so molten metal will enter over here, and then this cavity will be filled up by the molten metal and it will come from the cavity to the riser. So riser will be filled up by the molten metal. Okay. So riser is what? Riser is a vertical channel through which molten metal transferred from mold cavity to the surface of the mold. Then powering basin. Powering means you just, suppose this is your ladle. Okay, so from ladle molten metal is there, so just pour like this, pour the molten metal. Okay, this is called powering. Okay, so powering basin is what? Powering basin means it is a entrance of getting system through which molten metal can pour, or you can say that it is a reservoir at the entrance of getting system. See in this figure, here this is the entrance of getting system. So this is a reservoir of molten metal. So through the ladle, suppose this is your ladle, this is your ladle. Ladle is a equipment through which you can just fill up your molten metal from the furnace. So here our molten metal is there. So through this ladle you can just pour the molten metal in the powering basin. So this is a entrance of the getting system, or it is a reservoir of molten metal through which here your molten metal can be transferred slowly into the sprue, then runner, then cavity, and then riser. Okay, so powering basin is nothing but a small reservoir, or you can say that it is a entrance of getting system through which molten metal can enter into the mold. Now next one is vent. It is a very small vertical passage from top of the mold cavity through which whatever gases are evolved can be escaped. So vent, it is a very small vertical passage from the top of the mold cavity through which evolved gases can be escaped. See in this figure, this is vent. So here this is a very small passage. This is very small passage. So when you pour the molten metal, then molten metal will come into contact with this wall of the sand. Then due to this moisture, gases are evolved, and if these gases will not be escaped or outside from this cavity, then due to that pressure of that evolved gases, it may be chance to destroy your mold, and if your mold is destroyed, then your product will not be a sound, you will get the defect. So that whatever gases are evolved inside this cavity, that can be escaped from this mold. So this is a vent, is a small passage, vertical passage through which your developed gases will come out through this small passage. So vent is a small passage or vertical passage from top of the mold cavity through which evolved gases can be escaped. Now next one is parting line. So it is the separation line between the cope and drag mold boxes. It is just imaginary or a separation line. So see this figure, in this figure this is the cope and this is the drag. So in between the line is there, so this is called parting line. Okay, separation line between cope and drag. So that is nothing but a parting line. This line is called parting line. And then last is chaplet. So chaplet is what? It is made up of pattern metal to support the core in mold cavity against the metallostatic pressure. So chaplet is nothing but a equipment or small device which can support the core in the mold cavity against the metallostatic pressure. See in this figure here, this is small device is called chaplet. Okay, so this is the device are used to just support this core. We have just placed this core at one side, this is supported in the mold, but at the other side it is unsupported. So to give the support to the core, we have to place small device from top and bottom side of core, so that can support the core. Otherwise what happen, if chaplet is not there, then when you out the molten metal from the ladle, it can transfer over here, and cavity will be filled up by molten metal. And due to the metallostatic pressure on this core, it can be tilted like this. Okay, due to this pressure, suppose it can be tilted like this, and if it is tilted like this, then your product will be failed. Yeah, you can get the defective product. So to avoid these circumstances, you just place a metal pieces on the both side of core, that is known as chaplet, to support the core. And with the due to the higher temperature of molten metal, it can be melted after some time, and it can be merged with this molten metal. That's why these chaplets are made from parent metal. Whatever the material metal of this product, the same the chaplet are made from that same material. Okay, so if you have any query, then please write down that query into my comment box of this video. Then up till now, thank you very much all of you. Thank you.